Gardena home inspection, performing sewer line inspection for 6333 Eastern Avenue, Gardena, California. Built in 1958, 2,600 square feet, and it has actually two bathrooms. I'm going through a clean out, looking on the roof. It is a cast iron clean out. The reason why I'm going through the roof is because the main sewer clean out at the rear has been blocked with concrete, and it's a brass cap that might be stuck. So I'm not going to dig that up, and just because it require extensive repair. I mean, just I have to chip away at the concrete. So here I'm lateral here. So let me zero out my counter, 0. And the number on the left is the slope, -7, -6, -7. So that's the slope of the camera. So we'll see how far I could take this. It has an alley, so I don't know how far I'm going to be able to take this, but this is, I'm not sure if it goes to the front or the alley. So we'll see how far I could take this. So right now I'm seeing cast iron, and cast iron has moderate wear. You see that? It's rusted, it's damaged. I do recommend right now a descaling of this pipe, just because of the age and the excessive rust that I see. See that? So at this point I do recommend a descaling. And okay, so this property is built in 1958. So this sewer line is original cast iron. So see how far I can push this. We have the water turned on, but I might be dragging crud. Yeah, I'm dragging crud. And then, you know, like I never want to see wet wipes like that. Those look like wet wipes. So you shouldn't use wet wipes at this to flush, just because they get stuck. So right here it transitions to clay. So yeah, at this point I do recommend having your sewer line hydrojetted, cleaned, descaled, or whatever. The gold standard would be to replace this, because 1958 pipe is just older. So that would require trenching, cutting into the concrete, and replacing it. You know, I don't know if you want to do that, but that's the recommendation. At the very least, get it descaled or cleaned out, because it's going to have excessive rust at the cast iron. This is all clay here. Looks good. Clay is a good pipe. The only issue with clay is the concrete joints. They're sealed with concrete joints, and sometimes those concrete joints don't outlast the pipe, and you get tree root intrusion. But there's no trees in this property here, so hopefully we don't see any of that. So I'm at 70 feet here, lateral. Let's see how far I can take this. It is a big property. If it goes to the alley, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the city connection. But from the most part, this clay pipe looks good. Let's see how far I can take this. And the issue was that I had to use the roof, which maxed out my camera there for the because of the sewer line, because of the clean out was missing. So okay, here, this appears to be city connection here, right here. Right there, there it is. That's city saddle. That's the main city sewer connection there. I'll be right back. Alright, I flushed the toilet here. So this is the main city sewer connection here, the city saddle. It looks good. So the main the main sewer line looks good. The lateral pipe, this is the city here. Looks good. I don't see any issues. It's flowing. Might be a little minor offset, but now this pipe looks good. I don't see any issues with it, except for that underneath the house, underneath the structure, underneath the commercial property, the original cast iron is worn. So gold standard would be to replace it, which would require cutting into the concrete and replacing pipe, which is an undertaking, you know. the very least would be recommended to have it descaled and have that rust, excessive rust, be removed. But you know what could happen is it could damage the pipe, and then you would need to replace it. So those are your two options. Just because the age of the property, you know, it has wear. So now I'm just retracting my camera. Now I'm coming back dry. This is all clay, which look good. And then we'll get to that cast iron in a second. No tree roots, no obstructions. Looks good here. Then that city connection looked good. So now I'm just retracting my camera. Sorry, sometimes these videos can get kind of boring, but I like to record the whole section. And this is the cast iron. See the difference? See that? So sometimes the bottom of the cast iron gets so corroded and worn that it could actually just break apart, like the bottom there. I don't know if that's happening here, but it just looks worn there. You know that? See, there's some wet wipes that you should use. So yeah, this pipe, this sewer line, you know, it's recommended replacing just because of the age and the rust. One of the good things is there's only one bathroom. You don't have a shower, but still, like, you see, this thing's like a dirt road. It doesn't flow properly. See that? So consult a licensed plumber for the review. Maybe having like a descaling, you know, clean it up, and then if it looks good afterwards, then you're good. It buys you some time. It buys you, you know, a few years, 5-10 years, possibly, maybe. You never know. Unfortunately, you wouldn't really know if it's leaking because it's underneath the slab, you know. But right now, now I'm going vertical. So those are my recommendations, and now I'm just going vertical here to remove my sewer camera. And the sewer line travels to the city street, so it goes out to the city street, not the alley. So here's the inspection of the property, and I'm all done. Give me a call if you have any questions. Thanks again.